really got it bumping. Leg drop, boot to the face, we won't fold. Quick to put a dude in this place, he out cold. With a tombstone, grapple the waist, get laid flat. Can't escape, nowhere to go, the cage match. It's on now, when I spot him, it's no problem. Everybody stone cold till they hit with the rock bottom. Sharpshooter, I won't miss him like Bret Hart. Like Al Snow, they gon' need him a head start. I just might catch a better body than Mickey James. Get acquainted with the name, we bringin' the pain. Like Kane in the ring, all I see is red. Paul era, Undertaker, I can see the dead. John Cena putting hands in your face. Ted DiBiase, keep a milli on the waist. B2TF, better stay in your place or get smacked down, play it safe. What you talking about?
Welcome to a surprise episode of Boot to the Face here live on YouTube and all your favorite podcasting platforms. I'm Chris Rucker along with my co-host EJ Reed, and we just finished up WWE Clash in Paris.
Yeah, man. What'd you think about the show?
I enjoyed it. There were certain things that we'll get into that I did and didn't like, but for the most part, it was a pretty good show. What about you?
Yeah, it was solid, you know. Not a bad show, not like a super A plus, but you know, it brought along storylines and had some solid matches, you know. Standards WWE PLE overseas, hype crowd. I did enjoy the crowd. I mean, it's like a cheat code though when they go overseas, how hype the crowd is. Like, I always wonder why the American crowd is a little bit different, you know, more so a family vibe over here when they come over here, and you know, people sit on their hands sometimes. But those overseas crowds, you know, they don't get a lot of events there, so they always hype. So that's always fun.
Just out of curiosity, you and I are heading to London, England in a couple months to go to AEW All In. When you watch these shows overseas, because this happened to me earlier, did it just give you like an extra little like, oh fuck, we're going overseas to watch a show now? Like we're gonna be in that kind of crowd.
Shit, I never thought about it like that. Now that you mentioned it, so now they're gonna be doing WWE is gonna be doing all of these live events over there, the European tour. So yeah, next time I'm watching, I'm gonna be like, damn shit, we're gonna be there. I'm gonna get hyped now watching these shows.
Right. I was sitting there thinking about it today. I was like, oh fuck, we're going to London. We're gonna be over there with these crazy months. Like, I know the food sucks, they say, but hopefully the whiskey tastes the same. So
Yeah.
I'll still be fucking lubed up and ready to go. I think I'll fit in over there.
Yeah, unfortunately, London food sucks, but you know they got good beer. I know you're not a big beer guy. Italy would have been dope. Italy's food is amazing.
Yeah,
compared to
Italian
London.
food.
Yeah, that Italian food slap. But you know, still have fun over there. The Europeans, you know, they got the hooligans and whatnot, so they're always hype over there as far as the crowds go.
It'd be dope to go see a soccer match.
Yeah, it would be. I think they just had their Champions League final. It went to like their version of overtime.
When I went to New Zealand, we literally missed their rugby team by like 3 days.
Damn.
I wanted to go see that shit. So they're called the All Blacks.
Really? There's a bunch of people like us on there?
No, dog. This is just the name of them. They're called the All Blacks. I was like buying all kind of fucking merch and shit too. Like, this is my favorite rugby team now. Nobody knows that shit means. But we went and took a tour of their facility and shit like that. And just like, I don't know, you get over there, you get in other people's element. And you're like, this is kind of dope. Like, I never really gave a fuck about rugby. Like, now I kind of want to see the fight. So, or the match. So hopefully when we get over to England, we'll kind of get sucked into the vibe of what that country's like.
Yeah, I'm excited. I need to like write some stuff down of cause I haven't been to London in 12 years, so I need to do some stuff. Yeah, so I need to see what kind of sightseeing I could do outside of wrestling that I didn't get to do last time.
Well, my lady's going on a Harry Potter tour.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that. That'll be dope for her. I know she's a big Harry Potter fan.
Yeah, kind of like we did with Lord of the Rings. We went to New Zealand, but she's going on the Harry Potter thing. So We'll have to talk about like what days you're getting there and where you're staying and shit like that. Because I think we already got our hotel like mapped out and all that shit. So, but whatever. That's AEW. That's August, the end of August. Right
Yeah,
now, we're talking WWE Clash in Paris or Clash in Italy. I'm sorry. Um, Show led off with Cody Rhodes versus Gunther for the WWE Undisputed Heavyweight Championship. And Cody gets the win. He's 2-0 versus Gunther now. There's only two people in WWE that have a winning record versus Gunther, and it's CM Punk and Cody. Cody 2-0 versus him. How'd you like the match? How'd you like the finish?
I thought the match was good. Gunther always delivers. When does Gunther ever have a bad match? Hated the finish, a little bit too convoluted with the fucking rope underneath the way they executed it was fucking weird. He had it under the rope, then
Yeah.
he did like this weird thing where he was almost about to kick out but didn't. Didn't like the finish at all.
So when we were live earlier, Gunther was coming to the ring. Did you notice how fucking ripped he was? Like I was saying, like he fucking leaned out.
Yeah, but he's been like that a few months now.
I don't know if he's been like that. Like I said earlier, he was kind of skinny fat. Now he's like he's got all that shit toned up.
But we just saw him like against Royce. He was ripped against Royce Keys like 2 weeks ago. I want to say, but maybe
Maybe I probably
before
fast
that,
forwarded through all that match.
he might have leaned out a little bit more since WrestleMania. But like that Royce Keys, he's in good shape. So
Yeah,
he
Gunther,
keeps
man,
working
he's
at it.
fucking. Yeah, he's like he's here for a long time, not a good time. So,
He's on those
um,
peptides.
yeah, I I enjoyed the match. I thought it was good, but it's just like it's fucking Cody.
You knew he was. I told you Cody was gonna win when we were on here earlier. I don't know
I
why you
know. I
surprised.
picked Gunther just to fucking like. I wasn't surprised by it. Like I kind of knew it was gonna happen, but the way they did it, I agree with you. I think it was kind of convoluted. Like his foot was under the rope for the first two count, and then he moved his foot on his own accord, like for no fucking reason. Like he was gonna kick out, but then he didn't kick out. So that made zero sense. Clearly, they're going to another match sometime soon. So we'll see what happens with that. But I don't know if you watched the post show,
I didn't.
any of it. But so we'll talk about what went down there a little bit later after we talk about the main event. So I'm gonna make a note now to talk about the post show. The second match, Brock was the second match Brock and or was it Rhea?
It was Rhea and Jade.
I enjoyed this match. I thought Jay looked great, man. Like she's getting better. She makes Rhea look so small. I know we talked about like Rhea kind of lost a little bit of weight and she's looking leaner than she normally does, but Jade makes Rhea look so small.
Jade is built like a statue,
A
like a
brick
Greek
shit
goddess.
house, as they would say back in the
Yeah,
day.
yeah, like you said, brick house. Just all the muscles in the world, and like you said, she's improving. We saw glimpses of it towards the end of her AEW with the Statlander match, and then when she kind of got in WWE, they were kind of like hiding her somewhat. Not putting her in big spotlights. And I don't know if she had a lot of hiccups, but I remember like some of those earlier WWE matches was like, is she regressing? But now she's finally coming into form, and I know guess she's been getting reps at the PC because that match at WrestleMania was good, and this match today was good. So yeah, you can't. People gotta find other shit to nitpick with her now that she's improving in the ring. I thought the match was good, but I know this is WWE style, but like, why all the nonsense all the time with the interference and all of that? Like, if you say it with your chest,
They can't just let somebody lose fair and square, you know? Like excuse
yeah. I mean,
when
why though? Why there has to be always some nonsense with interference
yeah,
and all of that?
that's my issue, right? Like we're watching the NBA playoffs right now. It's the Knicks and the Spurs. One of them has to lose. There's not going to be any outside interference. Like one of them's going to be better than the other one. They're going to lose, and then they come back next year and try again. When you're in the NFL season, the Cowboys played the Eagles twice, right? Like one of them's going to win, one's going to lose, or they're going to tie. There's no outside interference needed. That doesn't mean that one of them sucks more than the other one.
Yeah.
That just
That's
means one was better on the mic and one was better on the ring.
and that's all I'm trying to say. Like somebody has to lose, winners and losers. It doesn't take away from what Jade is and what she does, but just let the match play out a little bit. But I guess it's a, a silver lining. They're I guess teasing Jade and Charlotte being next. What do you think about that possibility?
I'm intrigued by it, but my so obviously that's where Jade's going. She's going towards the Charlotte thing, right? My issue with it is where does Rhea go from here? Because there's no heels on SmackDown. Like Julia and Kiana James aren't gonna do it.
Map it out.
You
You,
got
you about to hit it. You about to hit it. What they're gonna do next?
you got you got Nia and Lash are tied up with Tiffany Stratton and
keep
Chelsea
going.
Green. So are we really about to go for JC Jane and
Like a
Fatal
thief in
Influence
the
versus
night, I won't let you in. Exactly where they're going next. Your
no, we
girl,
need Fallon
Stacey Jane.
Henley.
She's the I want to say muscle.
She's the
They're
Jay
the
Uso
yeah.
of Fatal
She's the Jey Uso.
Influence.
They're the
She's
hench
the hype.
people. they're gonna go. They're gonna go with the tag team belts with them. But like I'm just saying, I don't think JC's gonna win. But that's probably gonna be the next program. Like, but why not like have JC climb a little bit? Why her and her crew would be perfect for her having the U.S. title and the girls have the tag team titles. Why they gotta like shoehorn her into the women's, which I think they're gonna do. I might be wrong because, like you said, really don't have anyone left for Rhea because they haven't done a draft in fucking forever. Which I don't know what's wrong with Triple H with not wanting to do a draft. So no top heels unless, like you said, they try to pivot and do Nia. That's another possibility. I feel like we're missing somebody. Who aren't we talking about as far as heels
On SmackDown?
on like just in the WWE in general? Because Liv is a
Women?
heel, but she has a title.
Yeah.
Yeah, woman. They turned
You
Charlotte was
got
your biggest
Becky.
heel. Oh
You
yeah,
got
Becky.
Becky's a heel. You got Liv as a heel. You got um Judgment Day, Roxanne and Raquel, Nia, Lash,
Oscar's gone for
Fatal
what we know.
Influence. Uh
Maxine looks like she's pivoting towards being with Theory.
Tiffany was the heel and now she's turning. Chelsea Green's kind of turning babyface.
Yeah,
So yeah, the heels are few and far between on the women's side.
that Charlotte is a big void of not having her heel. She's such a natural heel. You could always pivot to do that.
This may be the best time to turn Charlotte
Yeah,
when everybody actually starts liking her. Honestly, I thought that was gonna happen. I thought Charlotte was gonna cost Rhea the title.
that would have been a nice, wrench in the plans. I wouldn't have been mad at that. Not having Bianca there, that's a big void too. I know she's with child.
Naomi.
She's a big heel. What's going on with that? I hadn't seen any updates. I feel like she should have had the child by now, right? Naomi.
I don't know.
Yeah, I would like to see if whenever Bianca returns, I'm sure it's going to be at least probably a year from now. Why don't we haven't explored her as a heel under the main roster? She was a good heel in the NXT.
Man, she was so good in NXT.
So,
And honestly, she never really changed anything on the main roster. She was just a babyface. Like she was still braggy. She
yeah,
still told you she was better than you. She still did all her flashy shit and stunning on you when she needed to. So yeah, I guess it just works different on the main roster. Um, but Rhea gets the win. She keeps the title. She's gonna trudge along, and Jade is now in the women's Queen in the Ring tournament, which we'll talk about later. We have a new women's intercontinental champion in Sol Ruge, and I want to spend some time on this one. What'd you think about it?
it was solid for the most part, but like you said, I think so has the yips. The dive on the outside of the ring wasn't smooth. Like I don't know. I don't know, man. Like you said, I think it's a little bit too soon, but they went ahead and pulled the trigger. I don't want to nitpick because besides that, the match was good, but she just one. It's always one time in the match where she's like maybe in her head a little bit.
So I guess I just watched closer than you did because it was like 4 times in the match
Really?
where she fucked
Jeez.
up. And look, I'm not a wrestler, so I I want to say this respectfully as I sit here and nitpick like what a pro athlete's doing. But I think you described it correctly and perfectly when you said the yips. It's like when a golfer does the same swing a million times, and then one time he slices it to the right, and he starts thinking, "Fuck, fuck, 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 fuck." Don't slice it to the right. I think her debuting on Monday Night Raw and messing up the snow snatcher, the soul snatcher, is in her head now, and I think you can like there was points in that match you could look at her face and see her like thinking like don't fuck up, don't fuck up. At the end she was about to do a springboard from the outside and she was grabbing the rope, and if you go back and watch you can look at her face and you can see in her face she's going don't fuck up, don't. She's like looking at the rope like make sure you hit the rope. There was one point in the match where Becky was climbing the top rope and she's screaming at Sol Ruka, other way, your other right, your like audibly screaming at her, and he came through on the TV telling her which way to go. There was another part where like Soul went to run against the rope, and instead of doing it, she turned around and looked and make sure Becky was ready. And Becky's like, "Yeah, bitch, I'm ready. Like I'm Becky Lynch. Like I know where I'm supposed to be. Get on the fucking rope." It was just, and
Mhm.
I like Soul Ruka. First black women's intercontinental champion of all time. Like I'm here for it,
Well,
but
the belt's been around for like a cup of coffee. So,
that's
but
not the
they
point. The
that's
point
still
is
the
she's the
story.
first one. EJ, relax. Uh, um, and I really like Sol Ruka. Like I'm a big fan of her. So I hate the fact that I'm sitting here nitpicking at it, but I think you're right, man. I think you hit it on the head when you said she's got the yips.
I say like I don't know if we see it, the people behind the scenes see it. So I don't know if this is just gonna be a cycle. Or they're just gonna give the shine to the new person, but then circle right back around to Becky. I don't really know what they do next.
Becky's gonna have this belt like 10 times before it's over with. Like she's already a 3-time intercontinental champion.
Yeah, she's gonna break the record. And I don't think she wants to be in these positions, but they kind of forcing her hand because uh, you got if the person's not ready, you just gotta go back to what you know. And
Right.
I think she wants to pass the baton, but the girls aren't
She
letting her
tried.
pass the baton.
Right. She did it for Lyra. She did it for Maxine. She even let fucking AJ Lee come back and get it. And it's just like, no, Becky, we when an emergency, break open glass.
But they kind of have to, and this is supposed to be the stepping stone belt. Some people say it's the workhorse belt. I always look at it as the stepping stone belt. I always think back to the Rock and Triple H, and that launched them into the next stratosphere when I was first getting into WWE heavy. But I don't know, man. Becky, like you said, is break glass in case of emergency, and then you have to go back to her. So, if they don't do that, what would they do with? So, as far as next feud, if they go back to Becky,
I think they have to put her in matches with top people as far as like wrestling wise. Give her matches with Io, give her matches with Bailey, give her matches with Roxanne. Have her
oh,
just
that'd be
have her get in with the best of the best, and eventually she'll have to get over the, or you send her back to NXT. Like give her a chance to get out of it, but eventually, if we're 15, 20 matches in and you're still fucking messing everything up, like there ain't much we can do with it. But to me, this match was, and I could just be watching with an overcritical eye because that's how I watch. But I just feel like that match was. I feel like the whole time she was a deer in the headlights.
yeah. I mean, it's different performing in front of 12,000 fans and 300 people in the PC. So she just has to step up, put her big girl britches on and get it done. I think she can. She's talented,
Yeah.
so she'll get over the hump. But now that you kind of put that in my head, I wouldn't mind Roxanne having the IC title if you're not going to go back to Becky. I think she's ready. She's been on the main roster
Yeah.
for a year.
Roxy would be a good candidate for the title to take from her.
So
Maybe SummerSlam.
that's interesting how they kind of skipped over Roxy and like why are they so big on Soul like that? I thought Roxy would probably get a run before Soul.
Roxy's short.
It's kinda
WWE
messed
doesn't
up.
like short people. Yeah. No matter how good you are, if you're not fucking the height they want you to be, then you're just a good hand.
That's
And
kind of,
Soul's fucking what, 5'8", 5'9", like statuesque.
yeah. It's like the opposite of AEW. If you ain't 5'8" and 150, you're not gonna get a title there.
Right. Roxy should have went to AEW instead of going to WWE. She'd be the fucking world champion right now.
Brian Cage, a Big Cass, get your ass out of here. That's why Big Cass going back to WWE allegedly.
Yeah, Brian Cage is only 5'4".
You always say that. Like I saw him in person. He's like he's taller than me. He's like
That
6
dude
foot.
is not 6 feet tall.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
No.
But I digress. Either way, like I think it was Jonathan Hill on Busted Over. And he was like, if you cut on TV and show and somebody who doesn't watch wrestling and you show them Brian Cage, you would think he's the world champion. But now we got Darby Allin out here, world champion.
You're right. It says Brian Cage is 6 feet on Google.
But I digress. I gone off the beaten path a little bit, but yeah, like I wouldn't mind seeing Roxy with the championship, but we'll see. We'll see, man. I guess we gotta just stay tuned.
Another match, which is a rematch from WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar defeats Obafemi 7 F5s in this match, including one through a table. We talked about this earlier today on our show. This pretty much cements the fact there's going to be no Gunther versus Brock at SummerSlam. It's going to be Oba versus Brock.
I was thinking that, but I'm like, what if they do Night of Champions? That's the only way. If they don't do the Night of Champions, you're right. There's still one
But neither
stop.
one of them's a champion.
They don't. At Night of Champions, they don't have all championship matches. It's regular matches.
It's not all championship matches, but it's all champions.
I don't know. Let's look at the evidence of.
That's the whole point of Night of Champions is to have all the champions fight.
I'm pulling up Night of Champions 2025, and looks like so Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross in a singles match. It doesn't sound like two champions to me.
Sami Zayn was U.S. champion, probably.
No, Solo was the U.S. champion, and he lost to Jake. He defeated Jacob Fatu. Rhea versus Raquel Rodriguez. No, Rhea versus Raquel, not a championship match.
All right, go to 2024 because that's bullshit. Because they must have just started that. What? How the fuck you gonna call it Night of Champions and not have championships?
So 2024, it was the same event, but it was called King and Queen of the Ring. So we'd have to go back to like 2023. And I don't know if they had one in 2023. I'm looking at it right now. I don't know if they had a Night of Champions.
I thought Night of Champions was when they had the champions fight, like WWE champion and the women's champion fights the women's champion, and they get that fucking big ass stupid looking belt that Rhea or Liv and Cody won.
I think originally that was the concept, but but I'm looking at 2023. They had how many championships? They had 7 matches. Wow, we were in an era where they actually had more than 5 matches, and this was Triple H era. So looks like Brock versus Cody. 2023 Night of Champions. Brock versus Cody wasn't a championship match, and Trish versus Becky wasn't a championship match. The rest were champions. So you don't have to have all championship matches according to their pattern.
Okay. Yeah, totally me wrong.
But I think you're still right. I think they're probably gonna have it at SummerSlam, the rubber match. Which, why, man? Like they had it right.
Minnesota, Brock's retirement match. Let Oba retire. The thing is though, is it'll be in Minnesota. Brock's gonna be a babyface. You're gonna have people booing Oba when he beats Brock
Nah,
Lesnar.
I think it'll be Warrior Hogan. I think they're both gonna reach here because everybody just loves doing the. If you ever been to a lot, well, you were at not SummerSlam, WrestleMania. I
I
was
was at
at the
WrestleMania. I was doing the fucking Oba,
yeah. If you, I was
Oba.
at a. I was at a Raw. I was at the Raw on the road to WrestleMania when they came to was it St. Louis or Kansas City? One of those fucking cities, and they did the Oba cam like when they're on commercial and everybody in the crowd they show your best Oba. So it's just built in where people want to cheer him. I don't think they're gonna boo him in Minnesota, even though it's he'll be technically at an away game. It's
Yeah, it'll
over
be a
with.
road game for him.
So I think he'll still get cheered, but I don't
But
know,
this
man.
match, um, I think I don't like to talk about it like this, but I think they did a good job of protecting Oba by having him lose. I think having Brock jump him at the beginning gives him kind of an out. But like, I feel like Brock dominated this fucking match.
Yeah, Oba didn't get much offense at all.
He's getting his ass kicked.
So, like you said, they protect them because it took what you said 7 F5s, one on the outside to beat him. But yeah, I think like you said, the way he attacked them before the match, Oba's gonna have a gripe about that. He'll be like, I wasn't ready. Give the ruler a chance. So I'm curious because I hadn't looked at the King of the Ring bracket, so I'm gonna go off on a limb and say Oba wasn't in it, but
He's in it.
he's in it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute though. But that's neither here nor there. I still think Brock versus Oba at SummerSlam is what it's going to be. I think that might be the main event night too. If that's Brock's last match, I think no matter what the title matches are, I think you have Brock versus Oba close SummerSlam night too.
I don't know, man. Now that you said that it's King of the Ring, that might change my opinion. They might go and have this match at Night of Champions, Oba and Brock.
Nah,
No.
because then who's Brock fight at SummerSlam? He don't fight
Gunther.
me. He ain't
Gunther.
about to. You see how little Gunther was? Brock ain't about to do that shit.
You said little. Gunther's like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, and he weighs about $185 now.
Come on, now. I just straight up just because he got a little abs, you disrespect him like that.
My boy
Funny.
Gunther lean as a motherfucker. He's leaning some fucking 90-10 ground beef.
He'll leaning all you want until Brock feels those chops against his chest.
Brock ain't worried about them chops. Gunther gonna chop Brock one time. He ain't gonna like it, and Brock's gonna kick him in the face like he did Braun Strowman.
That was hilarious. He actually punched Braun in the face.
Knocked his ass out.
Oh shit.
But yeah, this was a weird one. I'm glad this happened at Clash in Italy and not at WrestleMania because I'd been pissed if I was in the crowd for this one.
They knew better. Like, matter of fact, like I think Brock wanted to retire at WrestleMania, and they're like, "Nah, you got a contract, big dog." That would have been a perfect way to send him on about his way. Like, I want to see Oba with the World Championship this year, but they always got to do that slow burn. So I guess we just got to sit around.
You can have Oba fucking run through this King of the Ring tournament and fight Roman at WrestleMania.
That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Fuck it. I'd rather him get Cody than fuck it. I just want to see him run through the tournament. But the King of the Ring is a little bit different from the Royal Rumble. You have to fight the champion on your show, which would be Roman. So we'll see.
Do you? Man. Because Liv's in the tournament.
She's
the champion on her show. Yeah, we'll talk about that later, but just saying. So I don't think those rules are standard.
Well, I guess that's interesting. They threw a wrench with that one when we talk about it.
We'll talk about that in a minute, but we got one more match to talk about from Clash in Italy, which was Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu, Tribal Combat. The winner has to acknowledge the loser has to acknowledge the winner as the tribal chief. Roman Reigns gets the win. Kind of paint by numbers, like
standard.
Nothing special happened.
Yeah. Car crash
nothing
match.
Special happened. Roman talked a little bit of shit. He ended up getting the win. The Usos didn't interfere, which Roman said, like, you think I need help to beat you? I've been winning by myself all my career. Roman was talking shit this one. I'm here for the Roman shit talk, by the way, mid match. Like when they turn the crowd mics off and they turn the in ring mics on, and he starts going into his shit. Like, do that more.
They always really leaned into that in the tribal chief era, though, right? Especially in the pandemic.
Right.
He's
But it
always
hadn't been as much lately.
yeah. So no, he's the tribal chief. Roman doing Roman things. Like I said, standard Roman match, car crash stuff on the outside. We knew Jacob wasn't winning, but I just find the post match stuff a little weird. He didn't acknowledge him. The Usos came out and were being weird. Didn't really do anything. I
So
don't know.
I feel like the fallout's gonna happen on Monday Night Raw. They weren't gonna do it tonight. It was gonna be on Monday Night Raw. But I will say this. I watched a guy that won the Royal Rumble and won the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania hold the ropes open for Roman Reigns tonight and be his fucking hype man. And it's just like, what are we doing? You
You
were the
know
world
exactly what they.
heavyweight champion last year. And even Jimmy's like, Jimmy's kind of looking at it like there was some shit that happened in the post show where Roman cut a promo. Jacob, Jimmy, and Jay were in the background. And when they showed Jimmy, he was just like, this ain't it. And I do like that they're bringing Solo, Tama, and Talatong into it also. Um, so clearly there's something going on with this. Roman said, I got something for they ass next as soon as we get done with Jacob. Then he started talking shit about Cody, walking to the back. And then him and Cody had a run in, which I sent to you on Instagram. And Cody talked shit to Roman in the post show. So there's a lot of stuff that gets tied in this. Um, but like I said, it was just a Roman paint by numbers title defense.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing bad about it, but nothing spectacular. A solid match. I didn't have any complaints about it, but I'm curious to see, like you said, the fallout is probably gonna happen on Monday Night Raw. Do we know where they're at? Are they still in Italy? I know they're gonna
Yeah,
be
it's
overseas, but
still in Italy tomorrow. So if you get off work early, you can watch it.
well,
VPN.
I'll still be at work. I'll probably throw it on in the background. I'll probably be done with. Actually, I don't think I have it. I think it's a day for me to catch up with work, so I might just throw it on in the background while I'm at work. Hopefully, nobody's at my job listening right now. I'll throw it on my I'll throw it on my tablet in the background while I'm working. So those crowds are always hype. I can actually do something else when I get home from work instead of watching Raw. You'll catch up with the show or something. But yeah. Wait, so is there any truth to the rumors of Jacob being hurt?
Apparently not, because he looked like he was fine in the match.
Maybe he was just thugging through it. Maybe he's gonna go off. Maybe something wild happens on Raw and he goes away for a little bit to heal up.
I mean, I was watching. I was literally like watching him and his movements. I don't know what part of his body they said was injured, but he looked like he was moving fine to me. He didn't have any limitations to me.
Maybe he just was nicked up a little bit, but no serious injuries. So, do you think he joins the bloodline? What if he's like a unwilling
He had a
member?
choice. He lost.
But like, you think it's gonna be pretty entertaining if he's like, because we haven't seen this iteration. We saw Solo in it, but that'd be like the more dominant version of a bloodline. The Usos, Jacob and Roman. What if they leaned into it? Have Jacob win the IC title? Just have them run roughshod.
You know what I think?
What's
Judging
that?
off what happened after. So Roman told the Usos, he said, look over there. And it was Solo and Tala and Tamatonga. He said, when we get done with Jacob's ass, we got something for them too.
I heard that.
I think this might just be a big fucking NWO version of the bloodline.
White and black
Like where
versus
it's
red
like,
and black.
no, I think it's just gonna be like 8 or 9 members, and they're just gonna fucking take over. And they're gonna have to have like Cody's fucking Avengers go against them.
I don't know if I would like that if it just had all of them in it. I thought you were leaning so towards like white and black versus red and black. They get Zilla with MFTs. That'd be a good spot for Zilla to come in. Even though they had people they already hired, they just fired them with the Tongaloa and what you call him, Jeff Cobb, JC Mateo, whatever.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited either way, though. I'm excited and I'm annoyed that my boy Jay just fell back in the fucking do boy.
I mean, they basically just told you what they think of him. Like, we show some shirts, we make you champion for a little bit, but fall back in line, motherfucker.
Right. And we put you back in the tag team, and you're not even like really in the tag team. Like, y'all win the tag titles, but y'all don't really give a fuck about it. Like, they lost the belts and haven't said shit about it since then.
Change y'all's theme a million times before settling on one. Yeah, it's just all over the place with the Usos right now.
Who did they beat for the belts?
That's a good question. Wasn't it because the Vision took it off of them? That's a good damn question. I have no clue. Who they took it off of.
Oh, they beat AJ. Didn't they beat AJ and Dragon Lee?
Yeah, you're right. They beat AJ and Dragon Lee. Yep.
Damn,
it was on Raw, episode of Raw. It was in December on Raw. AJ Styles, Dragon Lee. So, yeah, like you said, they didn't care about losing them, but once they get Jacob aboard, I think they might just take over and take all the belts. Like I said, I think Jacob will probably beat our guy Sarah Romero, Pentagon.
So a lot happened on the post show tonight, EJ, including Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes running into each other backstage. Nothing was said. They just kind of bumped into each other, stared each other down. Cody walked off.
Mm-hmm.
Roman was talking cash shit towards the camera. He said, and I quote, or I'm paraphrasing, QB1, fuck all that. It's about the tribal chief.
He cursed like that?
Yeah. Oh, he was cussing his ass off tonight. They had to bleep him out a lot. Like when he was talking shit to Jacob, he was like, I don't need no fucking help. I've been whooping ass my whole career by myself.
He been hanging out with Dwayne a lot, I guess. A little bit too much.
Yeah. But yeah, he said, QB1, fuck that. It's about the tribal chief. And Peter Rosenberg, this little fucking meddling motherfucker, brought it up to Cody on the post show and said, yeah, he said, if I could paraphrase what Roman said, he said, F QB1. And Cody said, we're 1-1. I don't know how he can talk shit about me. He beat me once and I beat his ass once. Literally what Cody said.
Beat his ass.
He said, I beat his ass.
Didn't he get help from everybody in that match?
This man had help from like 3 generations of superstars to win that match. I'm still upset that they didn't have Stone Cold come out there instead of the Undertaker.
Fucking Undertaker. I was there too. I was like, what the fuck are we doing?
If Stone Cold's music would have hit, man, and him and The Rock would have been in there, I don't know how you fucked that up. Stone Cold was in Philadelphia when that happened. I don't know how you don't get that deal done. Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
TKO, Stone Cold's like, give me 50 G's for appearance. TKO's like, the best we can do is 49. All right, deal's off.
Stone Cold could have said, give me 50 G's and your next unborn child. And you say yes to it. That is an all-time generational pop that would have happened right then and there for Stone Cold to come out against The Rock to help Cody Rhodes beat Roman Reigns. Like, think about that. How do we not make this happen?
Man, like, best we could do is Undertaker. Like, Undertaker and Rock, they may have had matches, but I don't remember them having any type of connection. Like, that was such a dud for me.
It didn't even make sense to see the Undertaker come out.
It did.
If anything, The Rock should have whooped his ass.
Anything, it should have been like, even though I know he got his heart, it would have made more sense with the nose out there. Paul Levesque Hunter.
Honestly, it would have made more sense for Undertaker to come out first and Cena to come out last and beat up The Rock.
Yeah, that would have made more sense if they would just did it in that order. I don't know, man. Uh, we digressed.
Yeah, big time. Um, Cody and Roman, it looks like they're having some kind of match coming up. I don't know if it'll be Night of Champions, but they've got some kind of beef going. But the main part of the post show was the announcement of each king and queen of the ring bracket. Which one you want to talk about first?
Shit. Let's go. Let's go. Women's, ladies first.
Ladies first. If you will refer to your screen, EJ, I have the brackets pulled up right now. Um, Hold on, let me get this out of here. So these are all fatal four-way matches. You have Liv Morgan versus Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss versus Chelsea Green in one match. The winner of that moves on to the semifinal to take on the winner of Sol Ruka, Lyra Valkyria, Charlotte Flair, and Jade Cargill. And on the right side of the bracket, you have Roxy Perez, Io Sky, Julia, and Lash Legend, with the winner taking on the winner of the match of Bailey, Rodriguez, JC Jane, and Kiana James. Way too early predictions, EJ. Who you got winning the Queen of the Ring?
That's interesting that they're having fatal four ways as the first round. Them having a champion in there is kind of a head scratcher. Like, so if she wins it, she'll just get a championship match.
Oh,
Other
I'm
side.
sorry. You're right. I'm glad you brought that up. So Liv was on the post show,
Uh-huh.
and she was talking about how great the women were, and they did so good. Blah blah blah. And she goes, and I know y'all are talking shit about me not defending the title. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna win both titles. I'm
Mm.
entering myself into the Queen of the Ring tournament to tell y'all that I'm the best. I'm taking everything.
Huh. So okay, so she's not gonna win though. um, that first round. So you said they are fatal four way in the first round. That's interesting. I'm trying to figure out who's gonna. I feel like Becky is gonna be sneaky and win that for some reason.
I feel like fatal four ways are a great way to have somebody that's not gonna win be in the tournament and not take a pinfall. Like
Yeah,
Liv doesn't need to get pinned. Chelsea Green is definitely taking the pin in that match.
yeah, that's unfortunate. They really don't like Chelsea like that. I'm just looking because we're gonna predict who win it all. I see Becky coming out of her bracket. Some reason I see Charlotte coming out of that one at the bottom. I can't see who's above Io Sky. Is that Roxanne Perez?
Yeah, Roxy.
Give me Io. And I think they don't fuck with Bailey like that. JC Jane, Io, and we see Becky. I see Becky, Io in the finals.
Mm.
Has Io won the Queen of the Ring before?
I don't think so.
I'm looking at the winners of the past tournaments. Yeah, give me Io to win the whole thing. Is Zelina, Nia, and Jade? Zelina, Nia, and Jade. Okay.
I'm gonna take Charlotte to win the whole thing. I think her and Rhea got a thing going.
How do you say that? I can see that happening, but I could also see the best Io just fit. No. Who I'm gonna say who did Liv Morgan beat at WrestleMania for the title? It was
Stephanie Vaquer.
Yeah. So
who's hurt.
I can see your match happening actually, Charlotte. But I'm gonna stick with Io. Maybe they do Io and Liv at SummerSlam.
Right. So way too early. Queen of the Ring predictions. EJ's got Io. Roker's got Charlotte. Let's move over to the men's side.
Oof.
We got Penta versus Obafemi versus Solo versus Carmelo Hayes in the four-way. The winner of that moves on to take on Dom Mysterio, Braun Breaker, Trick Williams, and Damian Priest. And on the right side of the bracket, we got Seth Rollins versus Javon Evans versus Talatonga versus Ricky Saints. And the winner takes on the winner of Jey Uso versus LA Knight versus Royce Keys versus Finn Balor in a four-way.
The
Um,
the left side is a little bit trickier than the right side, I want to say.
Man, that left bottom bracket with Mysterio, Breaker, and Trick Williams is crazy. Because honestly, those would be my top three picks to win the whole thing.
I know somebody who not winning that match is funky ass Braun Breaker. I'm just so low on him right now. I don't know, man. Triple H got a hard on for Damian Priest, so I can see them getting cute with it, but I'm still sticking with not Mello, Trick to get out of that match. Over gonna run through that. They're going with Rollins. Triple H's always been a Rollins guy, which is unfortunate for Javon Evans. I don't want to go off on a tangent. Like, I still think he should have been the anchor of NXT right now, and with the title, and it should have been fucking Tony D'Angelo. He's been on fucking NXT since before the pandemic, basically.
Since it was FCW.
Yeah, exactly. FCW. You know they don't fuck with LA now. I see Keys winning that match. They don't fuck with LA now like that. I don't know, man. Now that you got this Brock carrot dangling over my head, like, I don't know if Oba wins. He should be winning this tournament because the finals happen at Night of Champions, like, and that means they can't run Brock and him at Night of Champions. So either he loses in his tournament or the match at SummerSlam doesn't happen with Brock. So I don't know. I'm sticking my guns though.
Or he gets to the finals and Brock costs him
Screws
championship.
But then
champions.
I was just thinking.
But why would Brock do that? Brock looked terrified of him tonight.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the right side of this tournament. They don't trust. I don't see them trusting anybody on the right side to be at Night of Champions in the finals besides Rollins. It would be a good look for Royce Keys. You know they don't fuck with Uso and LA Knight. They're not coming out of the 4-way. I'm gonna go. I might be wrong. I'm gonna go Oba and Rollins at Night of Champions and Oba winning.
I think Dominic's gonna win the whole thing.
So you got Dominic versus Roman at SummerSlam. I just don't see that happening.
Would he have to fight Roman? I guess so, huh? Because he's on the same show.
Yeah.
But again, we proved that doesn't matter with the Liv thing earlier because she's the champion on her show.
I think she's just the exception of the rule. I don't even think she's winning now. She'd be the exception. I think everybody else has to fight the champion on this show.
So there's three people I would pick to win this whole thing, and they're all in the same bracket in the first Fatal 4-way. Dom, Trick, and Braun Breaker.
I mean, Trick, why Braun Breaker though?
Triple H got his dick hard over him.
I thought you actually had you're starting to believe in him.
No, they're like pushing him down. He's Roman Reigns 2008. Like they're just pushing him down their throats. No, well, you know what I mean. Like whatever year it was, 2016.
Yeah.
They're just shoving him down their throats, trying to be like, no, this is the guy, guys. Y'all like him, and we really don't fuck with him like that.
I don't think he wins this time. He might win now that you kind of almost convinced me. Like they say, fuck it, you're gonna like this guy. He just might run through the tournament, but
Damian Priest wins that bracket and like eliminates all my guys at once.
Triple H likes him too. That's why I'm saying I wouldn't be too shocked if he wins that Fatal 4-way. But I think Trick will go through. But like you said, everybody can be protected and not lose any shine. But I think Trick wins that match. But I think they're like, all right, we got you in the pocket that we want to. We don't have to rush you to the title. He won't win the whole tournament. I don't know. I feel like it should be a no-brainer, Oba winning. But like you said, they might want him to retire Brock. But hey, I think it's a good thing when we don't quite know.
This again. All right, so I had Dom Mysterio as the winner, but you're right. I don't see Dom fighting Roman at SummerSlam. So now I have to pick somebody else. God damn it, EJ.
Hey, man.
Give me Trick.
Okay.
Trick winning the King of the Ring would actually be fantastic.
We'll put him on another level. I still really Trick and Cody. I mean, I guess you could convince me Trick and Cody. If Cody still has the title.
Cody don't want no smoke with Trick.
I
Cody
mean,
can out wrestle Trick, but can Cody out
talk him.
popularize the crowd with Trick?
I think that might be one of the situations like we saw it with Randy, we saw it with John Cena, where the Boo Birds might come out for Cody a little bit with Trick.
Yeah, and Roman to an extent. Like
Mm-hmm.
Cody was out there tonight talking shit about Roman, and the crowd started chanting OTC. He had to apologize.
He apologized.
He like turned around and was like, "I'm sorry, everybody." Put the mic down and like apologize. Like, you're a fucking cocksucker, man. Just be a wrestler. You would never see Steve Austin doing no shit like that, or The Rock when they talked about each other. The Rock and Steve Austin were probably, in my eyes, I don't think we'll ever have two bigger fucking stars at the same time in a wrestling organization than we had with The Rock and Stone Cold. And you
Mm.
never would have had either one of them be like, "Oh yeah, I'll whoop his ass," and then turn around and apologize to the crowd.
Other closest might be with Hogan and Macho Man.
Yeah, I don't even think it was like Macho Man was that guy for a lot of us, but I don't think he was on the level of The Rock or Austin.
Everybody snapping to a Slim Jim. Everybody knew that shit.
Yeah, but he was always a heel to Hogan's babyface. The Rock and Austin were fucking baby faces running side by side with each other that didn't like each other. Like
Yeah, it was.
these two guys were generational superstars at the time.
Yeah. 1A and 1B, like going into Mania 17, they were both huge, and for some reason
Yeah.
they wanted to turn not Hogan, Austin
And
heel for some reason.
and Cody wants to be 1B, but he's not.
Not like Roman. Roman's got him. They're trying to make him into it. You know? It's funny because like Austin kind of just organically happened. They wanted Rock to be that guy, even though he had to have a kind of like a winding path because that Rocky Maivia shit wasn't working. But he finally became the person they wanted him to be organically, which is kind of ironic because they wanted to force him into it, but he had to make his own character to actually get to what they wanted him to be, the blue chipper.
I mean, that's the same thing that happened with Austin too. Like Vince wanted him to be the ringmaster and not. Vince didn't think Austin could talk. He said Vince literally said, "I don't want this guy talking. Put Ted DiBiase with him. I don't want him using the microphone at all."
Yeah,
And the microphone is what got Austin over.
but they hired Rocky to be like the next big thing as the blue chipper. I think they hired Austin to be the good hand. He was a WCW leftover. He just was a good hand. Like you said, they called him ringmaster, and they're like, "We didn't know you had this shit in you."
But I feel like they typecasted both of them incorrectly.
They did typecast both of them incorrectly.
And they both organically got over on their own by just being like, "No, this shit ain't working, dog. Let me try some other shit." Vince was like, "Fine, we're about to go to business anyway. Whatever. Go do what you want."
I feel like Vince gets too much credit for making some of these stars. That I think the only one that he actually made was Undertaker, because I think he's fucking overrated. He's all about that dumb gimmick. But everybody else, basically,
wife.
Yeah, everybody else kind of got over on himself, and Vince kind of just fell into Vince's
Yeah, he
lap.
kind of okayed it. Like, "Oh yeah, go ahead and try it." And then when it got over, he's like, "That's not me."
Like, yeah, even with DX, like they cream up that shit on themselves, just being assholes backstage. So, like, yeah, Vince gets a lot of credit for a lot of stuff that other people got on their own. Yeah, it is what it is.
Well, 2 shows in one day, EJ.
Yeah, some bonus stuff for people that on the road. We got Canadian fans on the road that can listen to this and get instant reaction to what the happenings that happened this afternoon.
I'm not mad at the post show stuff. If it works out, we can do a little bit more of it. I'm not mad at it, but it all depends on what we got going on in life at the time. But I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
Especially when it's in the middle of the daytime, like like Clash in Italy.
Yeah, exactly. You know, maybe Night of Champions because they'll be back overseas, so they'll do that during the day. So might be back doing that again.
Well, EJ, if you got anything you want to say to the people, get it out now before we sign off.
Shout out to everybody that tuned in live. Shout out to everybody listening to the future, and make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and social media platforms and all your podcast listening devices.
Who were your picks again for King, Queen of the Ring?
I got Oba and Io.
Open EO. I got Charlotte and Trick.
Yes, sir.
So that is our way too early King and Queen of the Ring predictions. Tomorrow night, or tonight, whenever you listen to this, on Monday Night Raw, the first round kicks off. So that'll be a lot of fun. Knicks and 6, man. Let's fucking go. Um, I said 5 earlier. I've came down to 6 just because I want it to happen at MSG. But if you're not cheering for the Knicks, you probably like leprechauns. Um, I was about to say something else, but I didn't want to be
Yeah,
rude. But uh,
glad you
go
censored
Knicks.
yourself.
Yeah, go Knicks. And we'll be back next Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, YouTube/Boot to the Face. Check us out at Linktree. Check out all of our t-shirts, all of our social media, the whole nine. For EJ Reed, I'm Chris Rucker. It's been another episode of Boot to the Face. Until next week. Peace.